see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bears will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Power football with the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Goes to the option. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football there.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Using his legs, it's Washington. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
There on first down, it's 2nd and 5. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. The official says no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. On the move. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Throwing right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys in the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? Now they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the 2nd level, come open, the quarterback finds them in great rhythm.
And the Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. It's caught. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the Golden Gophers pick up the 1st down.
That's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And I think this offense is going to start to get a little frustrating. Back-to-back drives, they've had some success, but they find a way to shoot themselves in the foot. And right here, they don't protect their guy. And now, 3rd and long situation, you know the pass rushers are coming. They know it's a pass. Got to be smart here with this play call.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
2 plays in a row, 2 big wins by the defense. You've seen now their ability to rush the passer. They've got some monsters up front. And all of a sudden, it's going to now affect the way this offensive coordinator calls this game.
And the try is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
The Bears are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Scanning the field, it's Robertson. Fires to the wideout. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's just the force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage. And if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look.
Here we go.
Direct snap. It's Taylor. Gets it out fast. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Lindsey. Here's the pressure. Back's looking for the goal line. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A quick strike, just as we expect.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Grab behind the line. It's Cameron. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Scrambling away. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Bears really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Prentice. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
He's looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Keeps looking downfield. Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Can the D deny them on second and goal? To the air, it's Robertson. Throws to the tight end. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Tracy. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Golden Gophers will kick it off to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Dropping back, it's Robertson. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Off play action. Bringing the heat. Here he goes breaking the pocket. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. The screen, he's got wheels. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. He makes the catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Taylor has it. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Under fire. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Caught in the middle. It's Prentice. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Bears want to move quickly.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Try to get it to the edge. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Might as well stick with him. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Hart got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Fighting off the defender. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
I think because of where they are on the field right now, close to midfield, made that decision a whole lot easier for the head coach to decide to go for it on that 4th down.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Washington. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Man, oh man, the offensive line probably just swelled up a little bit, relying on them on that type of 4th down play.
Oh, and in that kind of situation, if you're the back, there can be no hesitation. You know you can't be dancing around. If you see the crease, you've got to put your foot in the ground and go get it, and he did it right there. I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff.